Hey everybody, Preparedness 1 here. Well, I guess the forecast is for rain this afternoon. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go ahead and fire up that generator, get that charging, get the batteries charged up so then that way I ain't got to worry about it later. So that's what's happening right now. I got that going. So what was I going to say? Oh, so today is still for me Thursday, okay? And so I'm not sure what day you're going to see this video yet, because it's like things are always subject to change. But nobody won the Powerball, so it's up to 1.5 billion. So 1,500,000,000, which after all the taxes are taken out, you will end up with about $600 million. Now, I know that would be difficult to adjust your lifestyle to that, but somehow I think, we could all manage it somehow. So I just checked on the chickens a little while ago. Got 3 eggs so far today. I don't know how many more I'm going to get. I'm going to be letting the boys out here shortly. The cats are now inside, so I'm going to let them out one at a time. And I actually might put Hella in the camper when I do that, just so that they don't have the distraction of Mom, so that way they can run around a little bit. And I won't let them all out at once. I'll let them out like one at a time. So give them a chance to stretch their legs a little bit and do that. But yeah, so that's what's happening there. So wanted to talk about in this video rebuilding, right? So S.H.T.F has happened, all right? It's happened. Oh my God, here it is. This is it. Afterwards, after the dust settles, a year, 2 years out, now you're talking, and even before then actually, you're talking about rebuilding. You're going to have to make structures. You're going to have to make shelters. There's a lot of things that are going to have to be needed and done, and those type of things. So what are you going to do, right? One of the things that I think, well, there's several things that I think are important. Obviously having tools. If you have a power source and you're able to recharge batteries, that's going to be hugely important. If you have, power tools, you got to make sure that you have those power tools. So it's going to be really important to be able to, recharge them with a power source. But you got to be able to have the tools. You got to be able to have the batteries, the charging stations, all those type of things. So those are important things. And then, of course, hand tools. Hand tools, if you don't have a power source, you better have hand saws. You better have screwdrivers, wrenches, hammers, sledgehammers, all those things, cross-cut saws. I think that's another one that's really, really important. So you're going to need to have all those different things that you didn't think you would ever need to have before, because, you didn't need it. Modern day conveniences, everything's here. Now, along with that, let's talk about nails. All right. No more nails to get anywhere. Nails that are available, you're going to hopefully have plenty on site and stocked up. What I love to do, and I've done this several times. Now, in my grandfather's day, we're going back to when I was a young man, early 70s and stuff like that. He always had, the coffee cans were metal coffee cans back in the day. So he would take those coffee cans and he would put, nails and screws and bolts and organize stuff that way. When I was up in Greece, New York, I had stopped at a garage sale. A gentleman had passed away and they were getting rid of everything. And he had all kinds of screws and bolts and nuts and all that type of stuff in those old coffee cans. And and I'm talking a tremendous amount of those things. The nails that you saw us use when we put the ceiling up. Actually, I think they're in here. Let's take a look at that. I think they're still in here. I might have set them aside. We'll take a look. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. But all right, let me see. Oh. I don't know. Anyway, I was able to pick up a bunch of them at that point in time. Come on. I was able to get a bunch of... Oh, there they are. There they are. I set them to the side. All right, so old school Maxwell House metal coffee can. And when we put the ceiling in, we were using these type of nails, right? I got that coffee can full of those nails at that garage sale for a really, really reasonable price. And so that's a good source. Come on, out. A good source to get those type of things is at those garage sales. You know, other people, one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? But again, when that time comes, when it comes to building, you're going to need all those tools that you can possibly have. And so if you have, and again, back in the old days, what they used to do way back, okay, I'm talking 1800s, and they would build a cabin and they would use spikes and nails, and a lot of times they did peg work, so they didn't even have nails to utilize. But if they did have nails, when they left that to move someplace else, a lot of times they would burn it down, collect the nails out of the ashes, and then take them to start their new place somewhere else, if they did it that way. So, you know, that's, again, something to think about, okay? So, anyway, you know, again, having those things on hand are going to make life a whole lot easier when that time comes, when it comes to rebuilding. Or you know, now you have animals and you got to build stock pens to keep them in, you know. So those are things, again, you got to think about, you got to plan for, you got to think ahead, and, you know, do the best that you can with that type of a situation. So just some things that I wanted to share with you guys. I think it's important. Like I said, having tools is like so important. You know, tape measures and like I said, screwdrivers and wrenches and hammers and, you know, squares and whatever you need to have for building. I think it's important to have that, be able to hopefully continue to utilize the power tools afterwards, you know, using batteries, and eventually they're going to wear out, you know, but while you have them available to you, why not utilize them? You know, that's kind of where I'm at with that type of a situation. So we're going to look and see. I think I don't remember where I was at on the, it was like 64 or 63, something like that. Oh, wow, okay, that went up quick. All right, because I had come out here just a little while ago, and it was at 65, and now it's at 84. So here's the weird thing with the batteries, all right? If it's in that 60s range, and I charge it, it'll charge up really quick, almost to 90. And then once about 88, 89, and then it slows down. And then you can run that generator for like the next hour, and you're only going to pick up 2-3%, because that last 10% on the batteries is the equalization. So, you know, it's important to let it charge as much as you can, but, you know, once you get to that point and you're only picking up, you know, 1 or 2 percentages in an hour, it's just like, you're like, no. I'll just reload it when the time comes. So for it to be at 84%, that's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy about that. So, and that's like less than a half an hour, I would say. Less than a half an hour. It went from, you know, when I saw it was 66. So from 18%, so that's pretty good. All right. Anyway, guys, again, having things, and I've talked about this probably till I'm blue in the face, so I'm going to say it again. When S.H.T.F happens, all right, when S.H.T.F happens, you are going to have what you have. That's it. No more going to the store, no more picking up any more supplies. So whatever supplies you have on hand, that's what you're going to have. And that's it. You know, and that's going to be it. So, you know, you got to think about that. You got to plan for that. You got to be ready for that. So I like where we're moving along in the direction that we're going in, but we got a long way to go. A long way to go. You know, we will never. I don't think you will ever see a day, folks. I'm gonna make a prediction here. I don't think you will ever see a day where Prepper Nurse 1 says we're 100% ready. We're ready to go. No issues whatsoever. To be in that position, there would be so much that would have to be done here. I mean, you're talking about, just as an example, 1,500 gallons of gas ready to go, 4,000 pounds of propane ready to go. And just that alone, you're talking about a major expense just with that, and storage, and you know, and all that type of thing. So, I mean, that's just one aspect of it. So, something to think about. But no, I don't think we'll ever be 100% ready. We're going to be in a lot better shape than most right now. If S.H.T.F happened today, we are in a lot better shape than most. But there's always more that you can do. There's always things that you can do to improve and tweak and try to get squared away. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.